What is up, Emperors? TitoBods here, and today we are going to address the elephant in the room because a lot of players and also some of my friends are kind of off, or they are kind of disappointed in or about the additions or new additions in the game, which are your facilities or Citadel facilities, and also the mercenary system. The only problem with these things added in the game is I think it was too early to add them in the game, especially if this is not a season thing. I mean, if these additions are just additions in totality of the game, it's not a good thing for sure in the game. I hope that they will open this up or started this up maybe season 4 so that the free-to-play players and those spenders could be, could catch up from the season veterans, or let's say the spenders, the whales and the krakens. And let's dig deeper into these new systems that have been huh, dubbed as one of the game killers right now in AoEM, and let's hope that's not the case. But still, there are positive things about these updates, and also we have, well, a lot of negative things that had been stated for the updates this time around. Anyway, before we proceed with the video, kindly do like this video, share it with your friends so that we can reach their thoughts about these things. And also, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly do so that you will be always updated with the new things in the game, and also if we're going to upload new videos, and also if we are going online. Anyway, as I was saying, before we totally dig deeper into these things that we are talking about earlier, I just want to point out how or where you are going to find the new things added in the game. So right now, we can go to your city, and then let's start with the facilities. You can go to your castles in here and then click on the facilities so that you can see the new things that are added in the game, especially the Citadel renovation in here, the mercenary camp, and of course the new research institute. Now the mercenary camp is actually okay since you will have additional buffs for your troops. So let's say the training ground in here will give you training speeds, and then this one will give you additional training capacity. The armament enhancement over here will give you elimination rate, which is very useful for you during the KVK. Then we also have your tactical evasions over here, which will have a loss rate reduction, which is absolutely good for your troops, especially also again in KBK. Now we also have here your armory, which will give you additional attack, and also the armor depot, which will give you defense, and for sure the shelter is also awesome, which will give you health. Now the problem with this one, although it is a prerequisite, or there is a prerequisite in order for you to unlock each portions of this buffs over here, but the problem right now is how to get your uh, technique points. So this one is called a technique points, if I'm not mistaken. So the problem now is how to get your technique points. So before I go to how to get your technique points, which is currently the elephant in the room, because that is the thing that is going to be a problem for the free-to-play players and the low spenders versus the players that are spending in the game, like the mid spenders, the krakens, and the whales. Now, before we do that, we also have here first the additions in your workshops, which will give you more buffs or more productions in your citadel. As you can see in here, you have more production for your lumber, you will have more production on your meals, your stones, your gold. Also here, you will have healing speeds, and also the hospital capacity and gathering in the world once you get your chamber of harvest unlocked. Now, before we proceed with the citadel renovation, let's see first how to get your technique points. Now, the problem that we have right now arising at the moment is that the technique points can be purchased in the mall, which is absolutely a bummer for free-to-play players, because this is going to be an advantage for the spenders because they will have the ability to purchase technique points in order for them to get ahead of the game, which is really not a good sight for free-to-play players and low spenders in the game, because this will further enlarge or increase the gap between them and the whales and krakens, also maybe mid spenders. So for sure, they're not going to purchase these packs over here like their Blossom Pick. Although I understand that this Blossom Pick is just once in a while a type of event, since this one is a part of the Blossom Festival event. But still, owning this type of technique points or purchasing them from the mall isn't really a good fit overall in the game if you're going to get these types of points. So that's the thing that's currently in the Blossom Pick. I understand that they did this for the purpose of getting advantage, at least for the spenders in the game, but I just hope they didn't place too much of these technique points in here. And the other problem that I have with this, and most players especially, is that it is available in your value packs. Although it isn't that much, but still every time you purchase this castle boost over here, it will increase in value, and of course the technique points will also increase in number. So that's the current dilemma that we are facing in the game. Because why is it so why is it so important for them to place this one in the value packs in order for them to get more value or more purchases? Or is it really that important for them to place it here? But for me, to be honest, I really don't want this in the value packs. I understand that they place this one in the Blossom Picks because this is a festival event. So I think it's understandable, but the value of it here, like this one, the number of it is 200, for example, and it is quite expensive. And that's a total advantage for the whales if they're going to purchase that. But luckily, it's still just a one-time purchase. Although for every value that they purchase it until the max limit of the offer has been made, they will still gain a lot of that technique points. And also, the problem with that is they have it in the value packs. Although, let's now differentiate or compare this one with how free-to-play players are going to get these types of technique points. So first off is through your exploration event. So through your exploration daily, you will have, let's see here, you will have 6 points for every scout uh, exploration event here, or for every scout exploration that you finished every day. So you will have like, let's say 40 to 50 explorations per day, and not all of them has this technique points. That, like for example, your financial investment doesn't have any technique points, your Call of the Ghost ship doesn't have any technique points over here. But the manuscript, for example, this one, the alchemist manuscript right here, they have this technique points over here, and also for your sacred treasure has one here, although the tribal chief doesn't have one. So these purple ones and the gold ones or yellow ones in here has certain amount of technique points that you can get. Like for example, let's say that you have 40 um 40 scout treasure or sacred treasures for the day, because let's face it, we have like 50, I think, of exploration pens for the day. So you will have 6 for each. Let's say we have like 20 for each, 20 sacred treasures and 20 alchemist manuscript. Let's say 20 times 6 is 120 for the day, and then you have 12 each for your manuscript, which, let's say 20 again, so you have 240 for the day plus 120, or sorry, plus plus 120. So 240 plus 120 is like 660. So daily you will have 660 through exploration, which is not bad. That is not bad, to be honest. But just hear me out. You can also get this one from your what do you call it again? I think it's here, the Battlefield Legends in here. Now, I hope that this is going to be a 4-day thing or a 2-day thing, wherein it ends in 3.5 days. So let's say you see here you logged in for 2 days. So let's say this one is just a 4-day thing or a weekly thing. Now that's going to be a problem, especially if you're going to allow spenders to get more ahead by purchasing technique points. Now, since it's already available also in here, So for the week, let's say you have 50 or 200. Then let's say you have like 360 for the day for the other one. Am I right? It's 360. Yes, you have 360 for the day. And then you have here 200 for the week. Let's say for the week. So you will have mostly unlock some of the things from the castle facilities without even purchasing anything from the mall. But still, getting ahead of these Citadel facilities is quite a huge advantage. And I will show you why. Can you see this? Can you see this Citadel renovation here? Once that is unlocked, and you can now go to your renovations, you can see how much advantage the first people or players that are going to avail or get this advantage in here, which is the renovation. You will see here that you will have 10%, 5%, 15% of additional attacks in the game, which is bonkers to be honest. Like, let's say you have unlocked this. Let's say it will take you a few days in order for you to get this. But what is a few days for spenders? Like, they will purchase speed ups just to get ahead, right? So why not purchase speed ups on this matter right here? So as you can see, this is really a matter of who's going to be ahead first, and if there is a way for them to maximize this, for sure they will be doing so. It's not bad for free-to-play players, to be honest, because you have ways wherein you can get your technical points. The only problem is that once the spenders or the whales and krakens took advantage of this, they will have massive increase in buffs, because 100 or 25%, sorry, 25% of attack is is really a huge increase in attack damage if you will go, or if you will ask me, because to be honest, 5% is a huge difference, especially when you are in PvP. Every point of percentage of advantage is really something, So I think you're kind of getting the picture of what I am trying to say right here. And as you can see, when it comes to your university, you will have another boost of advantage in here, because you will have another increase in your research speed. Although this increase in renovation in the university is more like your friendly advantage for low spenders, because right now for sure some of the whales and the krakens already maxed this out, and it will not help them a lot, to be honest, adding this type of percentage in the research and all in all. But still, you will have your mercenary camp here, which also requires like research increase. As you can see, let me show that to you. So right here, if you're going to train your mercenaries, you're going to need a research speed also, which is another additions in your buffs when it comes to your total damage and total buffs in the game. Let's not go there first. So I was just showing you the preview of it. So right now we have here your let's go back now first, sorry, to the facilities, and we have here your other stuff that you are going to have after your Citadel renovation, which is you will have hero might, and this one, once you reach level 10, you will have like 50 might, then you will have like 50 strategy in here, and that is a huge increase if you're going to go or if you're going to be ahead, like if you're going to unlock this. Once you unlock this, and for sure the whales and the spenders are going to unlock this first, it's going to be a huge advantage. 50 increase in might, oh my god, and then another 50 increase in strategy with another 50 increase in armor. That's a huge increase in buffs, you're going to ask me. Although here, let's say the training ground training speed, that's not really that much. But once we talked about defense like this one, once we talk about the attacks like this one, once we talk about the health, this one, you're not going to kill or bother any whales and krakens with your free to play or low spender friendly lineup and troops. You're not going to do that anymore, because this one is a huge advantage. That's why I think they really need to lessen the purchase limit of the spenders and the whales and the krakens in the game, because a huge advantage in that case will give your free to play players and low spenders a low self esteem because they already know that they have a this huge gap between them and the whales and krakens when it comes to power, and they really don't, or they really will not be able to kill them off. But still right now they are like a they're like pissing off these whales because sometimes they have good lineups, and then they know how to use the troops well in the game. And if they felt like they can no longer do that, then we will have a problem with the gameplay of the free-to-play players and those spender, which is not good for the game overall. So you will develop another thing that will give more self-esteem and more confidence to your free-to-play players and low spenders. And the only thing that I think is going to make me happy if I am a free-to-play player or a low spender is to remove the freaking technical points or technique points, sorry, in your mall. You don't really need to buy this. You can just grind this out. Even though you are a whale or a kraken or somewhat something like that, you will still be happy to just grind this out. You don't really need to purchase this one because if everything in the game is going to be or purchased, now where's the fun in that? Like, even though I am a spender and I can purchase everything from that mall, that includes your technique points. To be honest, I can purchase that, but where's the fun in that? Like, I don't see any point being so strong that much in the game, having that much advantage, and then there's only like a weekly thing wherein you can show off your Steam because you can really do something with your account for the whole week if there's no event like your Battle of Dawn, no event like your Wonder event, nor KVK. You can really show off your finesse, your strength, your troop dominance over any other servers. If you're going to ask me, there's no fun in that because there's no grind. So you will have at least remove this one from the normal packs that you will see in the game. That's just my opinion, but still, if I am a whale in the Kraken, I would really love to um, grind this out in the game instead of just purchasing it in the mall because that's going to be boring for me, to be honest. And also, the I do really understand that they place this one in the Blossom Festival or Blossom Pick right here, but just reduce the number of them next time. You really don't need to give so much to the spenders in the game because we just really need to at least have like a small gap or a reachable gap for your free-to-play players and low spenders to feel like they are or almost catching up to the spenders in the game. So the recommendations or suggestions that I'm going to give for the game is that they remove this from the mall. An occasional event like the Blossom Pick is somewhat acceptable for me, but just reduce the number of it. And then also, I know that there is a huge gap if you're going for the renovation level 5, and I know this is not going to be an easy thing to upgrade once you get here. But still, 25% is a huge increase in attack power. Like 25%, bro. like, like 25% is not good at all in increase when it comes to power. It's good for players who can afford this stuff, but well, it's still a huge gap, to be honest. Damage reduction 10%, that's okay. 10%, maybe do the renovation. Let's say 10% for the attack power. That's good. But 10% is okay. And 25% is, well, it's bonkers, man. Like, it's hard to get that. And then maybe you have like renovation also for your tavern. Maybe give us some much needed increase in drop rate. Maybe something like that, bro. Like, the university have renovations. The tavern doesn't have renovations. Where's the consistency in that? Then you have renovations for your blacksmith over here, which is really not that. It's not that needed because sometimes we don't really need increase again in speeds here because it's just going to increase your blacksmith forging speed by 40%. It's not really that helpful. It's not really that helpful, especially free-to-play players and low spenders. And it's not really helpful because they really don't want to be speeding up this forge, because some of them are really not purchasing or doesn't really have that much of blueprints to be benefiting more on the forging stuff. And I don't really know if the stables or the other training grounds in here have renovations yet, but the houses here has. And then this one will give you like hospital capacity or production, sorry. So this one will give you production increase, which is good. I think every production also has that one. Let's say here the 30 I think has one, right? Yep, it will also increase in production, I think. Yes. Then this will double in production. That's one of the good things added when in your renovation, which is good for all. But the only problem I have with this is the 25% that we have in the town center, which is absolute bunkers right here. Maybe 10% is okay. 25% is pure kill mode, bro. Like 25% is kill mode. Okay, so let's get back here. All attributes here 3, so you have 30 all attributes. That is another huge advantage. Although this won't be easily unlocked, not unless you have purchased a lot of technique points. That is what I was saying. If you're going to grind this and you will max this out throughout the year, that is fine for me. As long as we have almost the same chances for everyone to be unlocking this one, that is fine with me. But still, I don't see this one as a good addition in the game right now, because I think this one could be a good addition maybe season 4 in the game. Maybe if you have a season 4 already in the game, that this is a huge or a good additional thing that you can have in the game. But right now, I don't see this one working for me at this stage of the game. But still, since it is here, I just hope that they nerf some of the buffs that are going to be available for everyone, and then also lower down the technique points, as I was saying earlier, in the mall, which is really not that great. So I think those are the things that will really tip or maintain the balance in the game, because these updates that have been added in the game kind of tip off the balance in the game, and that's actually one of the things that is kind of irritating for some and also disappointing for some. So I'm just going to address that one. I'm not going to discuss first the mercenary camp and everything and all. I'm going to do that in another video. So that's kind of my only problem in the game. So as I've said, I'm going to recap. We can now get technique points in your everyday exploration here. You can unlock this. You will have 30 or 40, I think, explorations per day overall, and then you can get like more like 360 points in here, and then you will have another 200 in your battlefield or battlefield legend. In here you will have 200. I just hope that this one is like a 2 day 4 day thing, something like that, and I hope this resets. Although it says here that it doesn't say anything in the rules at all, but I hope this resets every 2 days, and then this is going to be a 2 day thing, which is going to be awesome if you're going to ask me. But still, remove the technique points in the freaking mall. Just remove it there in the mall, and it's going to be good. Everything is going to be good. If you're going to purchase these technique points, just make sure it's not a value heavy or purchase heavy like the value packs in here. I'm kind of rotting out because I really love playing the game, and I really am not happy with the current situation in the game. So with that said, what is your opinion about this stuff added in the game currently? Whatever is in your heads or in your thoughts, kindly write them down on the comment section down below. And kindly do like this video, share it with your friends so that they may know our opinion about this additional things added in the game. And if ever you are not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly do so that we can grow our community, and I am really happy if you're going to be part of our community. And I also wanted to tell you guys that right now we are going to be more like productive in the game. So I was not really that much productive this past few weeks because I'm kind of dealing with some mental stuff or some mental. It's not a mental problem though. I'm just dealing with some depressions and stuff in the game. Not in the game, sorry, in real life. But we recovered from everything. And sometimes it's really good that you have a game like this that you can just turn off the switch and just play the game, be happy with something that is actually, or you're if you have friends in the game, which is actually good, you will be okay. And if you're dealing with mental stress or something like that, you can message me in the game, and I will be giving you tips or advices, or I will just hear you out if you have anything or any problem at all that I hope I can help you out with. And also sometimes, if you have friends like that or like me that sometimes have this mental depressions that just come up randomly, maybe just listening to them, not giving advice at all, just listening is actually a big help. Anyway, having said that all, I hope everyone is having a good day, except if you are having a bad day after this uh, updates in the game here. So I hope you have a good week ahead of you guys. And as always, I'm your TitoBods, and let's have fun in the game, and let's see and let's support the game right now by suggesting what is good and what is bad, and also what you feel about the current additional things added in the game. And I hope this is going to be addressed soon, so that we can be more you know we can be more accepted or more appreciative of the game. And thank you for checking out this video. Again, this is your Tito Buds. Have a good day, and Tito Buds out.